This is just a little look. I am just popping out this evening. It's not like a mammoth night out or anything. Just meeting a friend for a spot of coffee. So I'm just showing you what I would do as a really simple going out but wanting to look a little made up, but not too much sort of look. You know, because it's not like a night out clubbing or anything like that, but you know, you want to look nice. I find I get better service in restaurants if I look nice. There we are. Just tapping that on. And you can also use this as a regular concealer, so I'm going to use that, just a little bit of redness around the face, just like that. Generally all the places that you expect to find it, like around the nose, will get a bit red because there are little capillaries next to the nose. And then for me, as you all know, I have a bit of redness on the cheeks. I'm just going to blend that in. A little goes a long way with this. So just blend it all over. That's better, that's evened everything out. There we go. And now I'm going to go over with my mineral foundation. And this one is the one I always use because I love it so much. It is Barefaced Beauty and it is called Sincere. That's what the shade is called. So I am just dipping my little kabuki brush in the sifter part and then taking the cap and really working it in. And then just give it a tap because that pushes the mineral into the brush so it doesn't all floof onto your face. And then just a careful sort of motion. I don't want to make you all seasick. But you can see the difference. This is such a fantastic colour on me. The difference between that, which has got too much concealer showing, so it's very pale, and that, which is very nice. It's just blended everything in nicely. So I'll carry on doing that and then I'll be back. Finished my foundation and now I'm going to start on the eyes. So I've just got a bit of primer potion. Pop that on the back of my hand and then gently dab that onto the eyelid. This is just such a quick cheat fix. It's brilliant. It does everything you want it to do. It does make eyeshadows harder to blend than if you just use foundation and pressed powder as your base, but you know, generally it is faithful so that it doesn't certainly doesn't crease. But don't put too much on, otherwise it does crease. You know, you can't win really. You get a good idea of what all the colours are. I mean, they are tiny. Look, here's my normal eyeshadow brush next to one, so they're not huge, but what a fantastic colour choice I have to play with here. And I've kind of picked out a palette, but I'm not absolutely sure what I'm going to use, so I'm just going to go for it, just kind of wing it. I want something that's a little bit smoky but kind of neutral as well, so I'm going to stay away from black, so I'm probably going to use sort of a browny gold sort of colour. But first off we need a base, and this is going to be a matte colour, and it's going to be one of these sort of peachy ones on this side. There's so many to choose from, matte and shimmer, but one of these peachy ones will be good. I'm probably going to go with this one, just sort of slap bang in the middle. Oh, the only thing about these palettes is they're a bummer to hold up. There, so I've got some on the brush. I'm just going to place that all over, and you can see what that's done immediately. That's just evened everything out and given me a nice sort of light base to work with. Let's dab it all on, make sure it's on and it's nice and smooth. It looks weird when you're using matte shadows, but they are very good for people with prominent eyes like mine. My eyes are a bit boggly. So it's wonderful. You can see it just flattened them out. That one. So it's very similar to Satin Taupe because it has a certain amount of gold shimmer to it. That's that along the lash line. On the outer corner. Same on the other side. just on the lash line. Now this helps to counteract round eyes. So my eyes are very sort of almond shaped, they're round. So it's a great thing to do. Take a darkish sort of colour and place that along the lash line. And the next colour I'm going to take and put into the crease is this very dark, it's almost a greeny brown, it's this one here. And also take the pencil brush, these are very soft, these particular ones, and then place that into the crease, like this, and into the outer corner. And just gently begin to blend it, like so. Same on the other side. There. And I'm just going to give those a really good blend. Just blend it over. Blend those two colours in together. Well, I'm going to carry on blending and then I'll be back. Otherwise it's very boring for you guys just watching me blend. Okay, so I've given that a thorough blend just by adding and moving around the colour with this brush. Just with this brush, but the thing to do now is to make sure it's all blended together properly. So we're going to take that sort of satin taupe kind of colour, that sort of shimmery brown, pop that on the outer corner and move it inwards, just to warm up that area. There we go, and just start to blend it. That's lovely. This is actually quite a wearable smoky eye for during the day. The way that's picked out the crease is quite nice. This lovely sort of greeny, sort of goldy black colour, which is that one, just there in the middle. There it is. If I bring it in really close, maybe you can see it reflecting. And I'm going to pop that just gently on the lower lash line. Just really gently. And you can wet it if you want to, or place it over. You can wet it or place it over a kohl pencil. It's fine, I'm just not going to use a kohl pencil today. There. There, just gently working that over. Now, I've got one of these, I love these things. I used to have these when I was a teenager, but unfortunately, I haven't seen them. But they are eyeliner pens. They're really, really useful. And I like to just lay mine flat on the eyelid and just swoosh it outwards. It just makes it so easy to get a nice line. And I'm kind of bouncing it off the lashes so that I get it really close. I don't want this line to be too thick. Just want it to be quite close to the lashes. Tidy that up. Just going to flick out a touch like that. Doing the same on the other side. There. I'm just going to flick it out just a touch. The only thing that I would change about this particular eyeliner pen is it's quite shimmery, so I'm just going to place some black eyeshadow over the top to sort of mattify it a bit. because it looks like I've got a wonky line, but actually it's just the light bouncing off it. So some black eyeliner just sort of evens it out a bit. Just sort of brings it back to that matte sort of black that we like. Now finally for the eyes, before I put mascara on, I'm just going to take a little bit of a highlight, and I'm just going to use something light and shimmery from this palette, and I think I'm probably going to use this one, which is on the outer corner. It's kind of a stone sort of colour, and just going to go really gently because I don't want it to be too overpowering. And just place it gently, tap off the brush so you get rid of any excess, and then blend it downwards. I put some on the inner corner as well. Just blend it carefully downwards. Outwards. I think I was just thinking, oh, I really fancy something sort of chocolatey, and where I'm going they do a very nice ice cream with chocolate sauce. So I think I've got it on the brain, so that's what's influenced my my look. I'm nearly done. Just going to do a touch more blending. Clamp those lashes. And I stopped using Eyelash about 2 months ago, but the lashes are still long, so it's still going strong. Now just giving those lashes a bit of a clamp, and I'm going to use some waterproof mascara. And just push it through the lashes. If you're a little, I don't know, if you constantly catch the skin on the lashes, what you can do is just place your finger over the makeup and rub it up and against the finger. And that way, just going to get it on your finger rather than anything else. And that's it. And then just be careful where you put that finger. So there, it's all gone on the finger and not on my eye. And then same on the other side. Just push it through like this. Just protects everything you've done. You know, if you're feeling a little unsure, you can do the old tip your head back and wiggle it through as well. But this is quite a good way. For the lips, I was wondering what to use, and I picked out another palette, and I'm going to use something. I was going to go, should I go cherry or should I go orange? But I decided to go orangey, so I'm going to use, this is the orangey side, and I think I'm going to go with this sort of bottom colour, the waterfall. Now, I've been trying something new. I took my Urban Decay primer potion, I put some on my lips, and it feels sort of dry, but not too dried out. So I'm now going to put on that orangey lipstick. Just sort of taking a bit on my brush, working it through. Now, consistency wise, these lipsticks are quite sort of dry, but that's no bad thing. I'm just going to work it on. And I don't want too much because I kind of want a tinge rather than the full-on colour. That's looking nice. Because I still want it to be quite wearable. If I put the complete colour on, I think it would just look too overdone. So yeah, that's as orangey as I kind of want to go. My Body Shop, and this is, I think, Warm Sunset, I think it's called. Yeah, and it's one of their sort of mineralised blushes. Just sort of swirl it round in there, tap off the excess. I'm just going to run it over the cheekbones. You can see that's instantly picked them out. There. A little on the temple. Bring it down, and then a little just on the jawline. You can see that's a gorgeous colour. Goes really well with the lips, and sort of chocolatey, sort of orangey brown. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.